Hello everyone and welcome back to our Lost Eidolons playthrough. This is episode number 8, and last time we did the side quest Monstrous Studies. Today we're going to talk to Francisco and do the main quest Things That Go Bump in the Night. Disturbances caused by the Hellhounds has been put to rest without much damage, but the night is long and we never know when danger will arise again. So let's talk to Francisco. Damn things, they're not sneaking up on me again.
How's it going?
What's the damage on our end?
What's the extent of the damage on our end?
Not bad. Lucky for you, I was here.
Yeah, alright. Finish up and get some sleep, Francisco. You can brag all you like tomorrow morning.
Seriously though, it's a good thing everyone was awake. We might not get so lucky next time, Cap. We ought to think about preparing better.
Alright, I hear you. I'm gonna go check in with Leon.
Ask him about what I said. Oh, and ask if he saw my moves out there.
Sure thing.
I will
How's it
do.
going?
About our destination though first. So, ready to go join the rebels? Any opportunity to thump some Imperial skulls is fine by me. You're not nervous? Why should I be? It'll be a big change for us. So far we've been answering to ourselves, but it might be different answering to other people.
What the heck?
You worry too much. A fight's a fight. The real question is, will they kick us out of Castilian after the incident? What incident? The one where a handsome newcomer with huge biceps challenges their biggest guy to a fight and then beats his ass in front of the whole army. Bah! Wow, and I thought Robin was immature. He may be muscle, but at least he's got some good humor. Alright, there's Leon.
Hey.
Any thoughts on that fight?
Francisco thinks we got lucky this time. What do you think?
Francisco said that? I mean, he's not wrong, but that's surprising coming from him.
Well, he did spend a few minutes bragging first.
Ah, sounds about right. In any case, we'll need to find a solution.
Alright, let's do this. Double the number of guards, and have the remaining soldiers set up traps and barricades.
All night long?
We can't ask regular folk to do it.
Right. I'll get on it straight away.
I'm counting on you.
200 gold, small recovery potions. I should check in with Marshall. New quest, Unrest in Artemesia. Yeah, he's not wrong. You can't really trust regular people to do that kind of stuff because they don't have the training that soldiers do. Okay. Yeah, we also bought a bunch of stuff from the Merchant Porter. So if I can remember which tab it is for equipment. Yeah, no skills available to equip. Let's give her the lucky earrings. And then I'm going to switch a recovery potion out with a small magic elixir. Andrea, I'm going to swap a small recovery with the poison pouch. Because I swear Andrea will be the one to use poison. You'll get the other small magic elixir. And I want you, my friend, to have the defense. Small defense elixir. Alright, let's go talk to Marshall. Actually, no, I'm gonna take the earrings off of her just in case. I can, like, give them to her. And that'll like increase my rapport. If not, it's totally fine. Ooh, cutscene.
You place too much faith in the mercenary. The man all but panicked at the aggressions of a few monsters.
I will judge my own company.
Of course.
Now, instead of passing judgment in the absence of information, why don't we focus on obtaining more?
Yes, my lady. I'm still gathering intelligence on both the Empire and Isoro's rebels. I shall report back soon.
I'm counting on you, Leonard.
I will not fail you.
Interesting, interesting.
Yes?
South Marshall. Affairs across Artemesia.
What's the situation across Artemesia?
How am I even supposed to answer that?
Slowly and from the beginning?
Since the unification, many have been dissatisfied with the Emperor's rule, but until now, few have taken a stand. Recently, the Emperor has vanished from public view.
Wait, really? I thought that was just a rumor.
Who can say? In any case, Prime Minister Morin's reign of terror began soon after, and Colin's Crows took up arms in protest. Others shared their sentiments and followed suit.
That's right. I've heard there are a lot of rebel factions now.
And each with their own agendas. The Crows are popular with the public. Their recruiting efforts have taken the capital by surprise.
So if you were a betting woman, where's the smart money?
Given our situation, it would certainly be to our advantage if Colin's forces were to triumph. But it won't be easy for them.
No surprises there.
Anything else you're curious about?
Isoro.
What kind of person is Isoro?
He's the leader of a new rebel faction slowly expanding its power within Benario. I don't really know much myself, but the rumors say he's a kind and just man.
Let's hope so. We could use some good luck. Now that I think about it, Leonard came to Lanetta a while before you did, right?
Indeed. That was a favorite tactic of mine as an Inquisitor. Send an agent ahead quietly, get the lay of things, then observe which insects scurry fastest upon your arrival.
I can't decide if that's clever or terrifying.
I prefer careful.
That's all for now. Thanks.
What is it?
Time to get to know him a little bit more since he is just a...
Leonard, wasn't it?
What do you want?
I like to know the people I'm working with. How did you come to serve Marshall?
Some time ago, I was framed for a crime and facing death. It was at that moment when Marshall's younger brother came to my aid. It was his wish that I serve and protect Lady Marshall.
I see. So, where is Marshall's brother now?
You go too far, mercenary.
Alright then. Keep your secrets.
Quest complete. When I got a little bit more rapport. So, now we gotta talk to Robert. Well, that was a little bit different than his official backstory. Interesting. Alright, let's see. No indication about how much of the rapport has been increased for each and every person. Lieutenant, so there's the refugee. Well, I guess kind of represents all of them. Phew, we would have been in trouble if not for our defenses.
Yeah?
I'm glad there wasn't much damage.
Seems like we avoided any major damage. Good thing we prepared.
We scraped by, but we can't fight like mercenaries forever. Mopping up monsters and facing down trained knights are two completely different things.
Fair enough. If we want Isoro to take us in, we'll need to shape up and become proper soldiers. Can't wing a revolution after all.
Before we get to Castilian, it might be a good idea to assign everyone some more specific roles. If you find what suits each soldier and assign them that specific job, we'll have fewer messy surprises in battle. Once everyone gets the hang of things, we can expand and assign people specialized roles.
That sounds good. Why don't you get everyone together later? Might as well let people know before they get too drunk on victory. Besides, a speech might be good for morale.
Got it. I'll start making preparations.
Great. Thanks.
Alright, let's go give a speech. Something tells me this is going to be kind of cringy, so let's deal with it quickly.
Everyone fought well. Those things took us by surprise, but we won without taking many losses. That's thanks to your efforts. Each of you responded quickly and calmly in the heat of battle. Together, I have no doubt we can face whatever lies ahead. However, before we get to Castilian, I have a few announcements to make. No matter how skilled we are, there's a difference between mercenaries and soldiers. If we join the ranks of Isoro's army, we will be mercenaries no longer. That'll mean changes. We'll need to lose some bad habits and get used to doing things in new ways. Our first task is figuring out what each of our specialties are, and what role suits each of us best. We need to determine who's best with each weapon, who belongs in the vanguard, and who brings up the rear. Without further ado, let's start dividing up the roles.
New class unlocked. Eden is a squire. Yep. Francisco's a squire. Doesn't make any sense to me. Leon is a fighter. Yes, that makes sense to me. Rivera is a squire. Honestly, makes a little bit more sense to me than it did. Robin as a fighter makes sense to me. Leonard being a mage, sure. But I think Squire would have been better. And Marshall being a mage, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, my bad. Did I say Leon makes sense as a fighter? Andrea makes sense as a fighter. I meant to say Leon makes more sense as a squire.
That's a good place to stop for today.
I mixed up Robin and...
Enjoy your rest, everyone. You've earned it.
And Leon. Leon, what do you think? Like a knight right out of a fairy tale, ain't I? Sure, boring and full of yourself suits you perfectly. See, that's right. That right there is your problem. It's okay to just admit it. You're jealous. Sure, you caught me. I'm dying of envy over here. Sarcasm. Hey, I'm a knight now. You better start showing me some respect. Start acting like one and maybe I will. Ha, guess you got me there. Alright, then watch and learn. Francisco the Bold's gonna be the best knight who ever lived. That'll be something to see. By the time you got rid of those rags. Now you just need to bulk up and put on some weight. You sure a scrawny little stick like you can even hold up armor like that? This is the size the blacksmiths gave me. You think you know better than him? Well, no. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be covering me out there, I don't want your skinny ass collapsing. Why do I suddenly have the urge to kick your ass? This new job's ripping off on me already. Congratulations, Leonard. I've been worried your reconnaissance duties were keeping you too busy, but here you are, winning glory on the battlefield. Things are only going to get busier from here. I'm just getting started. Just be careful you don't spread yourself too thin. As the saying goes, more haste, less speed. I've never understood that ridiculous idiom, but I shall take your words to heart. Quest complete. Organizing the troops. 200 gold for free. Nice. And we can leave the camp whenever we want now. Do I want to leave the camp? Is there anything else whatsoever I can do? No, 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 no. Let's talk to Sarah and see if there's anything I can say to her. Andre, hey to Sarah, let me know if you need anything. I'll be fine. You get some rest. You must be tired from the fight.
Hello. I can't thank you enough.
Nothing.
Yeah? Thanks.
Okay, well, it's time to leave camp. Alright, onwards and upwards. We're now in Mora. Or we were in Mora. Now we're at Castilian, Chapter 5, The Proving Grounds. Field outside Castilian.
I take
Big
it this
city.
is your first visit to Castilian since Isoro's forces set up?
That's right.
Feeling nervous?
If I'm being honest, yes. Helping a woman rescue her sister, breaking out of jail with an inquisitor, that stuff's business as usual for me. This planning ahead stuff, on the other hand. I'm used to looking after the crew, but this many people? I'm worried what happens to them if Isoro takes one look at me and doesn't like what he sees.
I thought Isoro had a good reputation with you Benarians.
I don't put much faith in rumors.
He is renowned, though. Even the commoners in the capital know of House Fenice. I suppose it would take someone like that to rally people against the Empire, not to mention whatever comes after. They do have quite the imposing pedigree compared to us, don't they?
Exactly. We're just a bunch of backwater fugitives. That's what worries me.
Just remember, no matter how famous the Fenice name may be, as political movements go, their rebellion is still young. Right now, gathering allies will be their highest priority. They don't have the luxury of being selective. I wager they'll take anyone with a pulse. That's why I suggested coming here.
Well, if the Imperial Inquisitor says so, I guess I better take her word for it.
Have I helped ease your concerns?
You have. Thanks, Marshal. Now, come on. We've got a rebellion to join.
Later, Isoro's quarters.
Well, well. If it isn't the mercenary I've been hearing so much about. Eden, wasn't it?
You knew I was coming?
I can't exactly topple an empire by losing sight of events in Benario, now can I?
Then I take it you know why I'm here.
Rumors are rumors. They don't give you the truth of a man's heart. I want to hear it from you. Why are you here?
I came here to fight the Empire. I'm sick of being ruled by some hateful old man. Sick of living in a world that's cruel just for the sake of it.
And the ones you brought with you? Will you let them die to slake your fury?
That's... fine. I'll be straightforward with you. The truth is, I don't give a damn about your movement. Never had the luxury. But the man who ruled our town was rotten. So I killed him.
Did you indeed?
That's right. I stabbed him in the back. Then we all ran before the army showed up.
Why should I risk my people's lives for criminals I've never met?
In your position, I'd say the same thing. And if it were just me caught up in this, I wouldn't even be here. But it's not just me. There's good people out there. They never asked for this, but they're here. All I want is to secure a future where they can be safe.
Suppose I grant your people protection. What would I gain in return?
I'm not asking for protection, just a place to stay. We'll pull our own weight. But let's make one thing clear. Our goal is to go home. I want to take these people back to Lanetta and return to our lives. Hanging out at the bar, lending an ear to anybody who needs it. Just like old times. If we have to take on the world to do that, so be it. Please, just give us a chance to be useful. On the other hand, I suppose we could just go hide in the woods until the dust settles. But that's not really my style.
It would seem your goals are very different from mine. Even so, if we walk the same road, we may as well travel together. Welcome to Castilian, Eden. I only have one request. Let's go beat the bastards.
Let's do it. Curious what his goal is, or at least what his endpoint in the road is. The streets of Castilian.
Wow, so even after all that, he still decided to let us in?
What's that supposed to mean? I poured my guts out in there.
I mean, if it were me, I would have thrown you out as soon as I heard ran away.
Then it's a good thing Isoro's nothing like you.
I have to admit, that was easier than I expected. You really think we'll be okay?
I'm not sure yet, but Marshall was right. He seems like a good person.
So I guess we're officially rebels now, eh, brother?
Don't get too excited. Your life expectancy just got a lot shorter.
Hey, backwater mercenaries to noble revolutionaries? That's a step up in my book. Pity for the Imperial Army, though. They've officially made enemies with the great Francisco.
So, these are the big, tough rookies everyone can't shut up about, huh? Let me guess. Scouting duty? No, that can't be it. This one's too thick around the middle.
What's your problem?
Easy, Francisco. We can't start a fight just after we've been recruited.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
I knew we were short on troops, but I didn't think we were taking in trash like this. The old man's too kind for his own good.
All right, I've heard enough. Say what you want about me, but when you insult my brothers, I can't let that slide.
Ooh, and here I was just getting bored.
What is the meaning of this?
Thought I recognized.
Will you please stop giving me that menacing glare?
Get back to the camp. I apologize for the behavior of my soldiers.
Oh, sure. No problem.
I'm sure we'll have a proper introduction later. For now, please excuse me.
Well, we're gonna fight them eventually if the prologue's any indication.
Ballastar Fenice, Isoro's nephew. They call him the Blade of Benario.
Where'd you come from?
I was passing by when I smelled the machismo. Thought it best to wait it out.
Good thinking.
What did you mean by Blade of Benario? I've never heard of him.
A nickname my countrymen gave him. They believe he's your nation's greatest warrior. I understand he's the one behind Isoro's recent string of victories. So, Benario's sword, and the sharpest edge in his uncle's arsenal.
Apparently, we'll get to know him somewhat well the next morning.
I apologize for calling you all here so early. I've received troubling news from Mora.
Lady Esperanza has put in a request for Imperial troops to help pacify local unrest. I believe the intent is to create a rally point for Imperial forces scattered throughout Benario. In addition to the regiment we faced in Portum, it seems the troops who fled Lanetta are also en route.
Time is of the essence. I'd like to send Lady Esperanza my warmest regards as soon as possible.
If the snakes are gathering, there's no sense bandying about. I'll take command.
And bring a swift victory, I expect. But as our battlefront expands, we need to start using you more carefully. You can't win every battle by yourself. Eden, what do you think?
Pardon?
How do you feel about taking the lead on this one?
Pardon me, my lord, but are you really comfortable putting some country bumpkin in charge?
Afraid I have to agree. They only joined yesterday. I don't think it wise.
This is a task.
The Imperial soldiers they drove from Lanetta are regrouping. I thought Eden might like the chance to finish them off. Ballastar, what are your thoughts on this matter?
Mora is close to Lanetta, similar in size. As a first test of his command, can't get much more fair than that.
Yes, my thinking exactly. I hope you're ready for this, my boy.
Yeah? I mean, yes, sir. Orders received, sir.
We are so bad at this. Gotta respect it, though. They really are portraying him realistically, as a dude out of his depth.
I didn't want to oppose you in front of the others, but are you sure about that one?
How old were you when I came back from the war? 8 or so?
Something like that.
When I first saw that boy, he reminded me of you.
How so?
Not sure myself yet. I suppose only time will tell.
The next day, near
How
Mora.
much do these people expect from us? Putting this many soldiers under Eden's command.
If you ask me, they're hoping we'll screw up. I'll bet you that rotten what's-her-name had something to do with this. Chell or Celeste or whoever.
Chelsea. If you're gonna go around making enemies, you might want to remember their names.
I don't believe they'd intentionally set us up to fail. There must be a reason so many soldiers were entrusted to us when they're already short on recruits.
No matter how much I rack my brain, I can't make sense of it.
Well, one thing's for certain. You must have made an impression on Isoro.
Great. Just what I needed. More things to worry about.
What's the big deal? You've led us plenty of times. It's just like fighting hellhounds, right?
No. It's completely different. Well, whatever the reason, it's done with. For now, let's just focus on making it back in one piece. We can worry about why people like us so much later.
Hell yeah, let's give those Imperials a pounding.
Oh, brother.
We'll fight them in the next episode, I think. But I'll let the cutscenes play out first. Chapter 5, Battle, Conquest of Mora. Well, we'll begin this battle in the next episode. Until then.